Alrighty, welcome on in, everybody. So, yes, we might have 3 casts in one stream. I might just call it after this one. My second one is not confirmed, so that's the minor switch up. But for now, we are going to be in ATS with RAE Peak Performance facing off 6-7 Slimers for week number 2 in a best of 5 3v3 series. And before we get started, I wanted to give a big shout out to the sponsors for the Phoenix Cup, which is where we are. Phoenix Cup is sponsored by Solus Path. So big shout out to Solus Path. Thank you for sponsoring ATS. We appreciate you and all that you do, and helping us out and funding a little bit of the prize pool. So without further ado, we are going to get into this series. Once again, it is a best of 5, and we're going to get these teams on the field. So make your predictions, wish them luck, and let's get loud for each player and the teams taking place right now. Alright. Smith, T-Rock, Resilient, another player. Of course, I know Plum Selector and Zach on the field. So I'm very excited to see these 2 teams face off. And it's a really good series. And just like that, we have sent over to the corner. We are on Peak Performance's side. Resilient with the first goal of the game here. Great play from the corner. Resilient just coming in, a straight shot to the right side of the net, and that's going to start us off 10 seconds in. Here we go. Kickoff number 2, 4 minutes, 50 seconds. Zach taking it, sending it over to Resilient as he pushes it back to mid. Elixir pushing it to the right side corner of 6-7 out here. Smith now moving down line, moving downfield, looking for a pass, and he gets challenged by Zach. Resilient getting in the way. Plum almost getting a touch. Ball going over to T-Brock as he pops it up, and there goes Elixir with the challenge. Resilient trying to move downfield. Elixir do get another touch, and Zach as second man is now pushing it down. A pass to Plum, and it actually hits Zach. It's going to go back to Elixir as he moves down field now. Gets the shot, and it's saved away by Resilient. Followed up by Smith. It is off target, and we have 2 demos taking out Smith and T-Brock. Little bit of room for Peak Performance now as they move back downfield, and T-Brock turns it around. Another challenge off at the ceiling, and comes Zach over to Smith. Straight to the backboard. Another shot by Resilient, and the post is going to be doing the defense. Zach now in possession, moving downfield. Elixir helping him out, trying to get a pinch to the corner, and Smith is there with a pass over to Resilient. A great challenge on Plum. Sends the ball back over to T-Brock. Elixir with the challenge and leaves it for Resilient. Zach with the turnaround to the backboard. Smith with the catch. Taking his time now, getting past Zach. Plum stopping the play, followed up by Elixir off the wall. T-Brock getting in the way, pushing back just a little bit. Plum now going to the backboard. It's a setup. It's a shot, and it's in. We now have a 1-1 game. Let's take a look at that replay. Plum off the wall, moving through the defense off the backboard, and Zach is up and over Smith and Resilient. Here we go. Also, hello, Maj. Hello, Dilly. Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Zach with a pop-up as he makes a breakaway. T-Brock up off the corner. Zach still sticking with it over to Plum. Plum going below Smith. Elixir almost there. Resilient on defense is able to get it back to mid. T-Brock over to Elixir as they push back. Peak Performance back on offense. In comes Zach, and he gets beat by T-Brock. T-Brock over to Resilient as they work together to move down a field. They get to the corner and meet Elixir. Elixir helped out by Zach. 1 touch off the wall. Smith with the pushback. Elixir with a touch on defense. Gets it past T-Brock. We have a bit of a team pinch there. Popping at center. Zach just beating Smith. Pushing it to the left side field. Elixir now in control. Moves it to the corner, and T-Brock's going to shut it down. Zach now taking over. Looks for a pass. A little too much. Plum gets the challenge, and Resilient gets the clear. There's the follow-up touch, and it's in. 1-2 now. Great play. Resilient with a launch. T-Brock, 1 little jump, and it's in. Great team play there. That's gonna give the lead back to the 6-7 Slimers. 1-2, 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go. Kickoff number 4, going over to T-Brock. T-Brock down to the left side field. Zach on defense, pushing it out, and T-Brock still sticks with it. Plum as third man gets the ball out of the danger zone. Zach going for the air dribble, gets the reset, moves downfield, faking out the team. It's right there, and it's in. Plums have finished the play. Look at this, up and over, going through. One last little pop, and Plum is there to seal the deal, tying the game back up. 2-2, 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go. Kickoff number 5, Resilient taking it. T-Brock getting bumped off. He had the follow-up. Selixer now going with it. Tries to get a musty. Zach with the demo. Selixer puts it off, of course. Plum with a little bit of a back pass. T-Brock capitalizing on it. Gets a shot. Saved away by Zach. As it goes back to the corner, in comes Smith. Smith with almost a shot. It is wide, just outside the line here. Still sticking with it, though. Attacking Zach. Zach's trying to get it into the corner. Plum with the backup, followed up by Selixer. T-Brock just missing the play, and Selixer pushes it out. Smith with the turnaround pushes it to the other corner now, going up around the backboard, looking for a pass. There's the touch. Plum on defense sends it to the wall. Selixer with the follow-up. Just off the stealing, Resilient keeping the ball at mid. So Selixer's there, sends it over to Smith. Smith now moving down a field. It's him and Plum. And T-Brock getting in the way. A great attempt at a shot there. Plum's going to turn it around and put it in. 6-7 Slimer's net. Great play. Selixer with the pass out. Plum with one nice touch. And that's going to be the top right corner. Peak Performance now in the lead. We have a 3-2 game. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go. Smith now taking kickoff, sending it over to Plum. Plum in control, taking his time, moving downfield, gets it to the backboard, and Smith gets the catch. As he pops it up, Zach stops the momentum there. We have a demo taking out Selixer. Resilient going for the shot off the backboard. Zach with the touch. Great way to mess up any follow-up shot. T-Brock with the turnaround, up and over. Plum with the read. Going off the backboard from the ceiling. And it's going down over to Zach as he pushes it to the corner. Smith with the catch. Followed up by T-Brock. Great teamwork once again as they move it back towards the mid. Plum with the demo, taking out T-Brock. Smith now in control. Zach getting in the way, keeping the ball at bay, pushing it out. Resilient got a touch, and Zach with the shutdown. As he takes that corner boost, he pushes it out center. And nobody is there. In comes Selixer with the pop-up. He's stuck in this corner here. Ball is moving out. We have Smith with a breakaway. T-Brock is there. And it's in! A tie maker goal in the last 6 seconds. Great breakaway by Smith. T-Brock following it up. No boost, no problem. Alrighty. Kickoff number 7. This could be it, or we might see an overtime in game number 1. Either way, super, super exciting. This is a great series here. We got Zach dropping the ball down, pushing us into overtime. Here we go. The last kickoff. Plum taking it. Smith with the send back. All the way to the backboard. Zach is there, going with the air dribble. T-Brock with the challenge. Zach wins it. Moves down at field. He's got no boost. He's going to leave it. Resilient. Trying to move down. And Selixer's going to turn it around. Plum with the follow-up. And that's going to be a double tap, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look at that replay one more time. Selixer to the backboard. Great setup. Plum just beating T-Brock. And it is a great play off the backboard. We're going to take a look at those stats real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I did not mean to miss the gifted subs here. Maj. Wow, look at you. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Wow. That's incredible. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Not to take away from these two teams, though. We got 6 shots coming from Peak Performance and 1 save versus the 5 shots and 1 save for 6-7 Slimers. So, with those stats, we're going to be heading into game number 2 very, very shortly. Oh my goodness, Maj, thank you so much again. Also, shout out Taz for the game series. Thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alrighty, it's looking like everyone's ready for number two. So, over there. Yeah, thank you. Alright, number two. Number one. Performance, taking it, gets a great way off the backboard, with the setup, Smith getting in the way, and she might help Zach with the shot. What a save by T-Box. Let's up chat. Zach sending it out. He's a double agent here. Plum popping it up now, taking control. It's him and Smith wins the challenge. We have a demo taking out Elixir. It's only Zach being back for the moment. In comes Elixir, a little bit of a fake. Zach not falling for it, pushes the ball out. Smith pushes it back, center off the wall. Elixir moving downfield. A challenge by T-Brock, pops it up, and Smith is going to take over, pushing it over to Plum. Plum with the shot attempt, and he plays off the defense. There it is. We're going to take a look at that play one more time. We got Smith moving downfield. Plum playing it, pushing it to T-Brock, and he pushes it right back down to Plum, who's going to capitalize on that pass. Here we go. 1-0. 4 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. Elixir taking the kickoff, pushing it back downfield. In comes Plum. Little to no boost, still working with it. Taking the challenge by Smith. Very, very slow play here. We did have a follow-up by Zach, but Slimers are able to get it back just outside the net of peak performance. Zach off the backboard, looking dangerous. Smith was ready. Elixir was a little bit more ready as he played it off the backboard. Smith with a great launch, sending it back downfield. Zach with the catch, resilient, almost with the shot. It was just outside the net. Very, very close. Great play there. T-Brock with a great challenge, and Zach's going to pick up the momentum and push it all the way back downfield. T-Brock leaving room for Resilient, a challenge by Zach. And there we go. Okay, couldn't quite see because of the smoke there. My apologies. But we do have another challenge in the left side corner of Peak, and that's going to end in a shot. Resilient with the tie maker once again. Smith battling it out off the backboard. Great setup for Resilient. Elixir almost there. Same with Zach. Almost had the recovery. Ooh, Maj joining the royal side. Ooh, I'm so excited. When I heard that news, I was like, stop kidding. Like, you're joking with me, right? Like, stop messing with me. Alrighty, Resilient and Smith both with a shot. Zach with the save as he gets it off his side of the field. A great pass to Plum off the backboard. Elixir with the follow-up. And T-Brock with the save. As he goes back to Elixir, he pushes it center. In comes Zach, and it's just wide. In comes Plum now. Offense is heated. They are going at it. A shot by Plum, saved away by Smith. Elixir taking over, air dribble off the backboard. One more touch, offsetting the defense. Smith with a great read, though, does take over. Moving downfield, Zach getting in the way, turning things around. Off the wall, in comes Plum, off the backboard. Zach almost with the shot. A little too much sauce and not quite the angle. From the corner, we have Elixir trying to get a setup, and Smith with the interference. Zach now taking over. Going off of the backboard once again. Resilient misses, but T-Brock doesn't. As it goes up, so does Elixir. Now with the air dribble going off the wall. Moving down to the corner. Through the defense as much as possible. No boost in the tank. Plum with the follow-up over to Zach and is pushed out by defense. Another challenge. Smith and Plum taken over by Resilient as they pop it up and over Elixir. Zach as second man pushes it back. T-Brock is there though with the support. Elixir off the backboard gets the save and goes downfield. Smith with the save. Great play by defense here. 6-7 Slimers keeping up. We got Zach with the turnaround. Resilient with the challenge. Pinching the ball to the other side. Plum's already there. Trying to get past T-Brock. He does get a demo on Smith. Clearing up some of the defensive pressure. We do have an incoming shot. It's just wide. Resilient with the touch. T-Brock almost with the follow-up, though. Plum popping it up. Let's see what he does here as he goes off the ceiling, off the backboard. Double tap. It's just outside the net once again. Little cluster of defense. They are able to get it off their side of the field now. T-Brock now in the corner. Zach turning things around. Going for the shot. Gets a double off the backboard. Smith had a great touch there, offsetting the momentum. And here we have Elixir taking the lead for peak performance. Plum off the backboard. Resilient with a touch, and Elixir capitalizing on it. Alrighty. Here we go. Kickoff number 4. Getting stalled. It's up. Plum taking over, going for the air dribble, trying to get a setup. In comes Zach, and it's shut down by Smith. Great read by Smith. Great defense. Ball's off the backboard again. Zach with the follow-up touch. In comes Solixer once again off the backboard as he gets bumped. Zach is going to finish the play. Great read by Zach as he gets one touch over to Solixer. One more touch off the backboard, and Zach makes a nice cut and sinks it into the net. Alrighty, here we go. We now have an extended lead for peak performance here. Zach with another breakaway, and it's a shot. It's in! Great cheat off of kickoff here. Absolutely love to see this. T-Brock and Plum followed up by Zach. And there you have it. We now have an extended lead, a 3-goal deficit, 4-1, 53 seconds to go. There is still a little bit of hope for 6-7 Slimers here. I mean, it's not necessarily impossible at this point, as we do have a turn, we do have a shot. So Elixir does get a save, but they might be able to as time slowly ticks it down. Alrighty, Resilient with the challenge, and it's looking like the offensive pressure is just going to keep the opponent at bay here. 30 seconds to go. It's not looking likely of any sort of comeback, at least for this game. For this game, I will say. T-Brock off the backboard over to Smith, and it's going right back to the corner. As it pops up, we got our 10 seconds remaining. Start the countdown. Zach taking it across the net. T-Brock with a shot! Woo! That was close! That would have been real nice. They're still going at it. We have another shot by Resilient, and there we have it. Peak performance taking game number 2. Alrighty, let's take a look at those stats real quick. We have a total of 15 shots. Oh my goodness. 15 shots for peak performance and 5 saves coming from them. Versus the other team, we got a total of 7 shots and 9 saves. Lots and lots of defense here. Who just left? Oh, okay. Sorry. It's all good. But anyways, so lots and lots of defense from 6-7 Slimers here. You okay, OT? Okay. Sorry, without OT, we are not going to have a show. We all know that. He is the man of the hour. Alrighty. Here we go. We got game number 3. Again, this is going to be game point. If peak performance takes this win, that's going to conclude the series here. But if not, we're going to be seeing a game number 4, which is super, super exciting. 6-7 Slimers have this one last leg to keep themselves alive. And just like that, they're going to be taking the first goal of the game. Alrighty, kickoff number 2. Zach moving downfield till Resilient comes along. Solixer with the pickup. Smith now pushing it from the corner. We do have a shot by Plum. Saved away by Smith. Going to the other side. In comes Zach off the ceiling. One more touch off the backboard. It's set up. And it's saved away by Resilient. Solixer with the pop-up. Going for the air dribble off the ceiling. Offsetting Resilient. But Smith was there. Zach with the shot. Oh, what a save! Plum almost with the follow-up shot, but it was wide. Solixer now on the attack. It's looking like it's good, and T-Brock gets the save. Zach with the pop-up. In comes Plum. Resilient and Smith are there. Smith grabs the save, pushing the ball to the left side of the field. T-Brock with the breakaway, going for another shot, and it's saved away by Zach. As it goes back all the way downfield, we're in the left side corner, moving to the right side off the backboard with Smith over to T-Brock. Resilient with the challenge. In comes Zach on defense, or on offense. I had it right the first time. Whew. And a demo taking out Zach. We now have demo plays happening. So Elixir getting a demo on Smith now. Things are getting physical. Zach now pushing it to the backboard as it goes right to Smith. Nice challenge by Plum. Stalls the ball just enough for Elixir. Plum with the touch, keeping the ball bouncing. Zach off the backboard. T-Brock can't stick with it. And it's a double commit to get it out of there. Oh my goodness, what a play. Smith with the shot. Plum with the save. Absolutely incredible play right there by both teams. Another great save by Plum. T-Brock with the shot. In comes Resilient off the backboard. Elixir was there. Now moving back down field. No boost. Taking that corner. Smith with a turnaround. In comes Plum. Just missing it. Smith going for a bump on Zach. T-Brock going for the shot. And it's in! Oh my goodness, what a turnaround by 6-7 Slimers here. A 2-goal lead. And they are coming in hot. I mean, here we go. 2 minutes, 35 seconds, and another shot in the net. T-Brock to finish the play here. Great play, or great touch by Smith. A perfect setup for T-Brock, and it's just a straight shot in. 72 miles per hour. Alrighty, kickoff number 4. We have a 3-goal lead now. 4-6-7 Slimers. Zach with the turnaround, taking over, gets a shot, saved by Smith as it goes up, so does Elixir. T-Brock is there to meet him off the backboard. Smith now moving downfield. We are on the left side of Peak Performance's net. Zach sending it out, Resilient with the turnaround. In comes Plum, trying to get downfield. T-Brock with the touch, over to Zach. It is a shot, wow. Elixir now trying to gain control, but Smith is going to offset him. Zach with the push down field. As it goes up the wall, we got T-Brock going for the air dribble, moving down line. And Plum's going to turn things around once again. Smith with the pop-up. We got Resilient just dodging a bump or demo. One of the two. Plum with the bouncing play. Resilient with one soft touch. In comes Elixir as he gets bumped. And we have another bump taken out, Resilient, followed up by a demo. Smith now in control off the backboard, and it is sent out off the ceiling. In comes Resilient. Plum getting in his way. Smith with the follow-up. And it's saved away by Plum. I kind of held my breath there for a second. I was like, okay, is that one going to hit it? Is he going to hit it? Are we going to have a shot? That was great. I don't know if you guys felt that too out there. So Elixir with the turnaround. It's a shot saved by T-Brock. Is popped up, and Smith gets the send out. Back over to Plum, popping it up. He's got 40 boosts to use here. He drops it down. We have a back pass, and it's going to the backboard now. Not too sure what's happening with Peak Performance here on the field, but seems like they might be unraveling just a little bit. Maybe not, as Zach is just going to dribble it and flick it right into the net from the backboard. Great team effort, a full field reset just to turn things around. And that's going to put Peak Performance on the field. Let me take a look at the Discord. I want to make sure it's all good. Okay. Zach with the second goal for Peak Performance here. Smith off the wall, Zach capitalizing on it, and it's just an open net here. Alrighty, and we are going to be having a 2v3 for now. We do have an incoming shot. There it is! Alrighty. Great shot there. Sorry, we now have a 2v2. Zach is back. Just kidding. Alrighty. Kickoff number 7. Smith sending it out. As it's off the wall, so Elixir gets the shot. Zach off the backboard. Great setup. And we have a double commit pushing the ball back down the field. Smith with the setup. Zach misses the touch. Plum doesn't. He sends it off the wall and downfield. Resilient getting in the way. Smith now taking it to the other side. Incoming a shot a little too high. And Zach's there to finish the play. Alrighty, so this is not too crazy. It kind of is. We got 1 second to go. They're gonna have to do something here on kickoff in order to tie up and take us into overtime. Oh my goodness, and we have more gifted subs. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. Maj, it's you again. Shout out Maj, you're amazing. 6-7 Slimers keeping themselves alive in another game. We will be seeing a game 4. Let's take a look at those stats real quick. No, honestly, like W subs you guys. Maj, you're going crazy. Thank you so much. He's really trying to take over that #1 gifted sub spot. I see you. I see you. Let me check in with the teams really quick. Because it did say he lost connection, so alrighty, how are we feeling out there, you guys? Everybody watching, I mean, how are we feeling? Peak performance as a 2-game series win. They just got their lead cut in half. We're going into game number 4. 6-7 Slimers keep themselves alive. I mean, who would have thought, right? I mean, sorry, I am talking with the teams right now, just checking in with them, but I mean, wow, like I said, it's going to be a great series. It's been a great series so far. This could be the start of a reverse sweep. Hopefully 6-7 Slimer's teammate does come back and they are able to. But like I said, they haven't said anything that I've been able to see, so I'm not too sure exactly what's going on here. But yeah, hopefully we can get this game back and running once again. Yeah, the leaderboard right there. IP. Hold on, I gotta see what IP's talking about. Did he find the scrim or like what happened? Because IP's team was my next one. They were supposed to get 6, but I don't know. Oh, he did get a scrim. Okay, nice. Hold on, Maj. I'm gonna send you this photo. It's of the leaderboard, so you can see it. Can you imagine if he did surpass it, and I was like, no, you didn't. You have yeah. Current leaderboard is 55 gifted subs. Maj is at 33. Thank you, Maj. Thank you to everyone who has gifted subs in my entire career, but just the past, couple weeks. It's been really amazing. So thank you guys. I really, really appreciate this. And we're still waiting. Yes, good luck, Team Kita. Shout out Ray, Kita. Good luck in your scrims today. We have a lot of activity happening in Raid tonight. It's kind of exciting. I'm like, it's Tuesday, you guys. But hey, I'm not complaining. Also, Taz, we will resolve that problem in a little bit. We'll figure it out. Cause are you trying to get into the chat, or is your problem that you can see it? Maj said, "Hold on, let him cook, y'all. Let him cook." Let's see if Plum will respond here. Get a little insider information. Okay, so that's what happened. So, yep, player is having some internet issues. They did have a disconnect, and we are just waiting it out. So, we're good. Everything's cool. Awesome. They said they'll be back very, very shortly, so just hang tight, y'all. I appreciate your patience. Did the series finish? No, it did not. We are on standby for the time being until one of 6-7 Slimer's teammates can make it back. Yeah. A little bit of an internet crash, but it's okay. Thank you for the update, Taz. Welcome down, Geo, Goomt, and Elixity. Ooh, those are some pretty cool names, not gonna lie. Those are pretty cool. Check it Discord, I'm scared. No way! What just happened? Maybe I need to update. Hold up. Tot! Welcome on in! How are you? Oh, it's looking like we are back. Alrighty, so we are going to be heading into game number 4. Again, like Tess said, it is a 2-1 game series. Peak Performance is in the lead. If they win this one, that's going to conclude the series. However, if 6-7 Slimers do what they did last game, minus the internet drop, and they win, we're going to be heading into game number 5, which is super exciting. So without further ado, let's head onto the field as everybody is ready, and we are about to get started. Welcome on in if you were just joining us. Alrighty, here we go. Game number 4, kickoff number 1. Smith with a breakaway going all the way down to the corner. We do have a demo on Plum. Zach with the turnaround as he's going for the shot, and it's saved away by Smith. T-Brock with the push downfield, past mid. Plum stopping the momentum. Going for the air dribble, using the last of his boost to the backboard. Smith with the save on the shot. T-Brock now moving down the field. Selexer trying to get a challenge, went a little too high for that. T-Brock with the shot, Plum with the save. As it goes to the right side of the field, Resilience going to turn things around. Plum now with the touch as he sticks with it, taking it to the other side, getting past Smith. In comes T-Brock with the challenge, and the ball's going right back where it came from, to the other side of the field. Selexer now getting it past one of the defenders, couldn't get past Resilient. We are back in the right side corner. Peak Performance as they move downfield off the wall. Plum still sticking with it. T-Brock with the small turn. Selexer's there. It's on target. Resilient with the save as he gets past mid. T-Brock with the redirect. And Zach with a great save. Resilient once again off the backboard. Plum is there. Smith is sticking with it. Sending it over to Zach. Zach now taking over as he moves down to midfield. T-Brock's going to meet him there. Gets the challenge, and the ball's going to Plum. Plum over to Resilient as he pushes it to the left corner. Zach now with the turnaround. Getting up and past Elixir. Trying to get past Smith as it goes off the backboard. It's now going to be a bouncing play. T-Brock with the touch over to Selixer. T-Brock with the touch, pushing it to the corner. Selixer now in possession. Going off the ceiling. Smith with the challenge. Pushing the ball back just a little bit. Zach almost there in the way. Plum getting bumped as Zach takes over. Going all the way to the backboard. Great setup. And nobody is there except defense. In comes Plum from the corner. T-Brock with the touch, sending it back down line. A nice back pass to Zach. Zach trying to send it out before it gets demoed out, and the ball's going right over to Plum on the left side of the field now. He is taking challenge after challenge. Everything's getting physical once again. Double tap, no triple tap. Resilient's going to be sending that one out. Plum with the pop-up. In comes Smith with the turnaround. Straight back to where it was going. Solixer getting in the way. T-Brock now over to Plum from the backboard. Solixer with the touch, trying to set up Plum. Plum gets there just before Resilient. And Plum's going to now take the challenge in the corner. Gets it just outside the net. T-Brock with a great defense there. In comes Zach with the touch. Backboard once again. Set up for Solixer. Solixer with a shot. And it's in! Alrighty, I'm gonna restart my Twitch real quick. I wanna see this. Let's see this leaderboard now. Yep, okay, and it is updated. Maj just took #1 gifted subs. Top tier. Nice job. Thank you so much, though. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Solixer with the shot. T-Rock with the save. Plum from the corner, trying to get it center. Smith not letting it happen. Zach with the challenge, does get it center, but defense is there as they send it out. Solixer is going to push it to the wall. Great play there as it's going right back to him. Ball is center. Plum off the wall there. Trying to chase it down. Zach now getting in the way. Playing off the wall, going for a small air dribble, gets a couple touches, set it for Solixer. Smith with a challenge. Solixer sticks with it, and T-Brock's going to challenge him. In comes Plum. Nice redirect. It's a shot. Saved by Smith. Zach with the shot. T-Brock with the save. As he now takes it down, Resilient takes over. No boost in the tank. Solixer trying to get in the way, but Plum's going to do the job. As we now have the team moving back down at field. Smith turning things around, getting past Zach. He has the pass to T-Brock, and Solixer gets the read, gets the challenge. We do have a battle in the corner now. Ball's just outside the net. Solixer with a great clear as it goes into the right side corner of 6-7. T-Brock getting challenged by Solixer. Ball's going over to Plum. Plum with the shot. What a save by Smith. I don't know why that didn't register. That should have been a save, but it's okay. We do have the ball now off at the wall, over to Plum, who sends it to Smith. Solixer with the pop-up. Up goes Zach. T-Brock beats him there. We're now on the right side of the field of peak performance. Plum in possession, trying to get it past the defense here. Resilient not letting it happen as he pushes it to the left side. T-Brock with the follow-up. Zach on defense, sending it out. He gets bumped along the way. Resilient just misses the ball. Smith having to do a hard cut. We have Solixer getting in the mix here. Zach with a great challenge, turn things around. We do have a demo, an open net, but no capitalization. We do have a great setup, though. T-Brock got in the way. Great defense coming from 6-7 Slimers as the ball's going off the backboard. Once again, we have 20 seconds remaining and a 1-0 game. This could be it. Peak performance. If they win this, like I said, that's going to end the series here. Ladies and gentlemen, a second goal for peak performance. Thank you, OT. I appreciate it. I call myself like a mermaid some days. I call myself a unicorn. I don't know. I like to mix it up a little. Alrighty, 10 seconds to go. And a 2-goal lead for peak. 3-goal lead for peak performance. Plum with the 3rd goal of the game. 7 seconds remaining. A nice little flick. And that one's just going to go in. Here we go. We'll see if this is the last kickoff here. Smith and Plum going at it as the ball goes to the wall. 5 seconds on the countdown. Solixer taking over. T-Brock trying to go for the challenge. Solixer sticking with it off the backboard. Smith with the touch. Over to Resilient, pushing it out. Plum just missing the mark. Zach popping it up, keeping it up and active. Smith off the backboard. It's set up. What a save by Solixer to end the game. Zach, Solixer, and Plum coming at you as RAE Peak Performance crowned your winners of week number 2 here in ATS. GG's to both teams. 6-7 Slimers did a great job tonight. It was a great series, but congratulations to our winner. Royal Ascent Esports having another team crowned their winner. Great performance. Once again, this was a great series. Super, super exciting. Lots of action. Like I said, things got physical in the end. 6-7 Slimers tried to make a comeback. They switched up their strategies, added some demos, added some bumps. It was a great series. And I mean, you know? It was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys like the series. I am positive I did. So let me check what time it is, actually. Yeah, so our second series actually was supposed to be in 20 minutes, and I would have stayed on, but they started early. So I think I am just gonna raid out, and then I will be back at 6:45, which is an hour and 5 minutes from now. Whatever time zone you are in. I think it's 9:45 Eastern time, so that'll be 8:45 Central time. So if you want to come back for another cast, that one is going to be in Royalty Series. We're going to be having Bromank and his team coming out. So yeah, I think it's SBC and KCG maybe. But yeah, I'll make an announcement, and if you guys want to come back, that'll be awesome. I'd love to see you guys once again for my last stream tonight. But thank you so much for coming out. If I don't see you, I appreciate you giving us a small piece of your day right now. I hope you enjoyed the games and the casting, of course. I will see you guys in the next one. If you want to stick around for a raid, that'd be awesome. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I mean, what were some of your favorite parts or the highlights or the goals? Like, I want to hear from you guys right now. Thank you, Taz. Thank you, Taz. Thank you, Moz. Special shout outs to you guys. And of course, OT. Again, man of the hour here, making all of this happen. Sorry, I'm like a little nasally. I think it's like allergies are finally picking up. Ooh, we could go to CCO. That'll be cool. They do have their regular season happening right now, so we're gonna head on over there. But yeah. Alrighty, y'all. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, or night where you're watching from. And remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay royal. I'll see you guys in the next one.